Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel Pretty in Paper by B, where we are all about sharing the joy of pretty papers. Now today's Christmas tutorial is going to help you make a really simple iris folding Christmas tree card, just like this one. Now this is super easy because everything you need is in my Christmas tree card making kit, which means there's no need for craft knives and cutting mats and any of that. It's all done for you. You just get to relax and enjoy the iris folding process. So this tutorial will teach you how to make a card like this one, but you can also use the kit to make it in powder blue or in a sea green like this one too. Pretty cute, right? So like I said, the link to the kit is in the box down below. So grab yours, get comfy, and let's get crafting. As you can see, I've got lots of my craft supplies out ready in front of me for today's tutorial. And I've taken these resources from my Christmas tree card making kit, which is available on my website. Now you can also make a couple of other cards from this kit, this light blue and this green one. And today we're going to be adding the third to the collection and working with rose gold. Okay, so let's get started. Grab your Christmas tree iris folding pattern from the kit and a couple of pieces of blue tack and use these on the back of your iris folding pattern to secure it to the table, and it'll stop it moving throughout the process. Otherwise it can make it a bit hard to keep track of where your paper strips are going. Okay, so when this is nice and secure, you need a couple more pieces of blue tack, and you're going to do the same thing with the Christmas tree aperture in your kit. Now these come pre-cut, so it makes it super easy for you to make your Christmas cards. Make sure the angled edge of your card is on the left. And then you can see all those numbers and lines through the middle for our iris folding. Okay, time to think about the papers. Now you've got a pattern guide in your card kit, and this tells you which paper is going to go where. So as you can see, I've chosen 3 papers from the kit, and I'm going to cut them into strips about 2 centimeters wide. And you're probably going to need about 2 or 3 strips per pretty paper. I'm going to cut these long ways just to make it a little bit easier. Once you've got your pretty paper strips ready, grab a strip of your paper colour A and fold over lengthways an edge of about 7 millimeters wide, just wide enough to get a nice creased fold in your paper strip. Once you've done this, cut a section large enough to cover both of the number ones on the iris folding pattern, making sure that the folded edge is facing towards the centre, and secure in place with a couple of pieces of sticky tape. Now be careful to not make any of your sticky tape visible on the other side of the card, so you don't want any of the tape overlapping into the centre of the tree or over the edge of the card base. Repeat this process for your other paper strips, folding over an edge, cutting to size with the folded edge facing inwards, and stick in place with your sticky tape. Be mindful of the areas where there are 2 of the same number, and make sure your strip is large enough to cover both of these. Keep going around your Christmas tree shape, following your pattern guide to create your iris folding tree. Once you've placed the final strip of your pretty papers, it's time to cover the hole in the centre, also known as the iris. So I'm using the silver glitter card provided in this kit, and I've cut a piece just large enough to cover the hole. Place it face down and secure in place with sticky tape. Turn over and reveal your Christmas tree design. It's looking pretty cute, right? Just remove any spare blue tack that's left on the front of the card by rolling this off nice and gently, making sure not to tear your card base. Now it's time to mount our iris folding Christmas tree to the front of a card. So using some foam sticky pads,
There are some provided in the kit for you. Place these in the corners of your Christmas tree card on the reverse side. You might want to cut a couple into triangles to cover the other two corners, and then space them out every 4 or 5 centimetres. When you've done this, peel the backs off and we'll stick to the front of our rose gold card. Once you've finished peeling the backs off your sticky foam pads, grab the scored piece of rose gold card from your card kit, fold in half so that you've got your square card base ready, and mount your Christmas tree iris folding to the front of your card base, lining up the left hand side of the tree card with the folded edge of your card base. I love the angled look of this design. Make sure it goes right to the corner. And there you go. Right, now let's add some finishing touches. So I've cut a thin strip of glitter card. Now this is slightly longer than what we need for the Christmas tree, but we can trim the edges down, it's fine. So I'm just going to put some glue along the middle of my glitter card strip. Oh, I've got a bit too much glue there, so I'm just going to tidy it up a little bit. This glue does dry clear, but I prefer to have less mess if I can avoid it. So I'm just going to tidy it up with the tissue there. Okay, so now let's stick it to the card. Now I prefer to leave a little bit of a white border, but this is completely up to you. And I'm just going to line it up along the edge here, making sure it's nice and straight. And then when I've got it in place, I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to trim the edges down. Now I'm just going to add a couple of tags to the front of this card. So there are some templates for this in the kit that you can use. And I'm going to use the peel off stickers also in the kit to add a little sentiment to my card. So I think I'll choose Christmas wishes for this one. And I'm just going to peel these off. You can use your fingers or a pair of tweezers, sometimes makes this a little bit easier. And I'm going to stick these to the front of the white tag shape, which is the slightly smaller of the two templates that I've included. Now that I've put my peel off stickers on the label, I'm going to use a couple more foam sticky pads to stick this smaller label to the glitter card label that I've cut out, and it should leave a nice glittery border around the edge of the tag, whilst also giving it a bit more dimension. There we go. And I'm just going to use a couple more sticky pads to stick this to the front of my card. So now that I've added my little Christmas sentiment, I'm just going to use these alphabet peel-off stickers, also in the card kit, to personalise my greetings card. So I'm going to put one of my best friend's names in these silver letters along the bottom. Now we have just one more finishing touch to add to the front of our card, and I'm just going to use this sheet of sticker peel-offs to add a little shiny star to the top of my iris folding tree. I'm loving the look of this design, particularly in the rose gold. Okay, now let's just add a little insert to the card. Now this just gives you a nice white plain background so you can write your message on the inside. And again, this paper is included in the card kit. So you just need to fold it in half, trim it down slightly so you can have a nice rose gold border, and then apply one thin strip of double-sided tape down the folded edge. Peel the back off and stick inside of your card, lining up the folded edge of the insert with the folded edge of the card base. And there you have it, an iris folding rose gold Christmas tree greetings card. Pretty cute, right? And not just one, you have 3 different Christmas trees that you can make with this tutorial and your card kit. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.